Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. I was praying in June. All right, sometimes ago I begin to pray, and God brought me into a vision, and I saw the valley of dry bones that we saw in scriptures. One time around, I saw a man groaning, wearing a knicker without a top. It was just in a knicker without a top, without anything, just a knicker, groaning and traveling in the posture of a woman that wants to give birth in prayers. And then God caused me to see his face. I was Liardon. And it's what I wrote, or begin to make us to study history about God's generals. The mountains of generals did not go back with them. They are here on the face of the earth. God is looking not for a Superman anointing. God is looking not for a one-man show ministry. There is a call to the church to arise as a people, as an army, as an army, as an army. Imagine 5,000 men with the mantle of Idahosa in Nigeria. Open your heart and see 10,000 men with the mantle of Ayo Babalola. Just imagine believers, 20,000 of them walking the mantle of power healthing. The day of spectator Christianity is over. The day of spectator Christianity is what? Over. There is a groaning from the throne room, releasing the mantles of cloud of witnesses. Imagine just 500 Daniels in the Senate House on the government of Nigeria. Imagine them in the southwest. Just 500 Daniels. Imagine that. What will happen? With the same spirit and expression in our days. So I hear the groanings from the throne room, heralding the rising of the sons of God. The priesthood after the order of Melchizedek is not a churchianity expression. It's a priesthood that affects the church and is beyond the church walls. That is, the river must flow from within the church into the city. And that river begins to change our economy. That river begins to recalibrate our politics. Complaining, criticizing, and mocking will not change Nigeria. Sons must arise. Men must arise. Not with human intellect alone, but with grace, supernatural grace, like a Joseph draped in Egyptian garments, but yet within the Son of God, with antenna, with grace, can define the things in Egypt, understanding, wisdom, beyond astrologers, wisdom, beyond men with talisman, wisdom that comes with power, not just born from Harvard, but based on interaction with the heavenly being, interaction with the God himself. Listen, until that happens, there will be no change. The river must flow from the church to the cities. The river must flow from the church to the cities, and ultimately is to close this age. And so there is a groaning from the throne room, revealing faces of the cherubims. And I hear the groaning from the throne room, flapping of the wings of the cherubims. There is a groaning from the throne room, revealing faces of the cherubims. And I heard a groaning from the throne room, flappings of the wings of the cherubims. There is a groaning from the throne room, voice of the Lord, sound of many waters. And I heard a groaning from the throne room, resounding thunderings of the glorious one. There is a groaning from the throne room, voice of the Lord, sound of many waters. I hear the groaning from the throne room, resounding thunderings of the glorious one. God began to speak to me in 2019 about increased ministry of angels in the heads, particularly angels that guard the glory, that we call cherubims, the one that Ezekiel saw in chapter 1 of the book of Ezekiel, also captured in chapter 10 of the book of Ezekiel, the one that John saw in his revelation and write about in the book of Revelation chapter 4. We were captured as living creatures, or called the beast, and they have the four faces that speak about the face of a lion, the face of an eagle, the face of a man, and of an ox. And in works of those faces are what comes out of the nature of God. When you study it, it's humanity, it's kingly dominion. Hallelujah. The eagle, life in the spirit. The ox, the sacrifice life, or sacrificial life. And so in this day that we are in, God begins to unlock those dimensions in diverse ways. By the face of the lion and his roar, we govern the earth as kings. You're not with me? I say, by the face of the lion and his roar, we govern the earth as king. You understand where that face is the lion and the ox. Because the ox is the priesthood expression. The ox is the ministry of the priest in the earth. The one that bears the yoke of the Lord. We govern the earth as kings and priests. As kings and priests. As kings and priests.